Hey there, Shrine Runners! Hello, and welcome to the Fox Shrine. I am Meraxis, your host, and tonight we're going to be playing some more Limbus Company. Hey there, Ada. Hey, Kuro. Welcome. Hope you're all doing all right. I'm doing pretty good, and very much looking forward to finishing off Canto 6. This has been quite nice getting to go over it again, and I am very much looking forward to the final battle for this, especially because Patches of Violet is one of my favorites. 75 stream streak. Damn, nice. That is really good. Also a 12-hour work. Oh, I was about to say 12-hour work week, great. 12-hour work day, not so great. Hopefully they appreciate you. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the game, shall we? Alrighty then. So, where last we left off, we basically just had one more story chapter and one more the final level as well. So, let's go and do that, shall we? Alright. Yep, there's the Heartbreaking. And, yep, Heart's Unbroken. And then, Every World. Alright. Earl King Heathcliff awaits us on the rooftop. Just as Faust expected, the powerful and oppressive energy that surrounded him had only grown more ferocious since our last encounter. This must be because of the Golden Bough and the pure form of humanity. Oh, and as per usual, do let me know if there are any issues with the audio, okay? Heathcliff watches us stumbling up the stairs through our exhaustion. He lowers Catherine's coffin to the rooftop floor.
형편없는 결말이지. 안 그런가? 나는 힌들리와 린튼을 무너뜨리기 위해 지독히도 애를 쓰고 스스로를 몰아세웠어. 이것은 나만의 천국이다. 거의 다 이르렀지. 천국? 이 꼴을 보고도 그런 말이 나오냐? 똑바로 봐! 너는 지옥의 한가운데에 있는 거야. 캐서린이 죽었다는 사실을 알게 된 후 난 모든 것에서부터 캐서린을 보았다.
Yeah, grief will do that to a person, that's for sure.
심지어 내 얼굴을 볼 때에도 캐서린이 떠올랐지. 온 세상이 나에게 계속해서 알려주고 또 알려주는 것 같았어. 캐서린은 이 세상에 틀림없이 존재했지만 나로 인해서 영영 죽어버렸다는 사실이. 그러니까 내가 제대로 숨을 쉬고 심장이 뛰기 위해선 단 한 가지 소망만을 생각해야 하지. 변함없이 열망해온 그 소망. 모든 세계의 히스클리프를 죽여야 한다는가? 그래, 그 단 하나의 사실이야말로 내 사랑의 증명이었어. 많은 히스클리프들 또한 처음에는 내게 분노를 하거나 목숨을 구걸하다가도 결국은 자신의 죽음이 캐서린을 위한 것임을 인정하고 기꺼이 목숨을 내놓다고. 유쾌하지 않은 일이었지. 세상에 히스클리프를 사랑하는 사람은 아무도 남아있지 않으며 그걸 알면서도 이 손으로 히스클리프를 죽이기 위해 돌아다니는 건 그거 아나? 히스클리프는 죽어도 아무도 울어주지 않아. 그래서 내가 대신해서 묻어주고 울어주지. 비록 내가 죽을 땐 정적만이 가득하겠지만
It's a very grim and depressing duty that you've taken on. However, I think we will refuse.
아니야, 네 방법은 틀렸어. 물론 캐서린을 행복하게 할 수 있다면 난 무엇이든 바쳤을 거야. 하지만 모든 세계를 보았던 너라도 하나만 끝까지 깨닫지 못한 게 있더라고. 무슨 말이지? 어떤 세계에서든 간에 캐서린과 히스클리프는 항상 비참하고 불행하게 끝난다고 했지. 하지만 아주 작은 열쇠 하나만으로도 행복해질 수 있었어. 아니야, 그런 세상은 없어. 아니, 우리의 존재로 인해 캐서린은 반드시... 답답하네. 우리의 존재 자체가 문제가 아니었다니까. 그렇게 믿고 싶은 내가 문제였지. 그냥 그 문을 열고 들어가서 무서워도 부끄러웠어도 아주 조금의 용기를 내서 말을 걸면 되는 거였어.
Yep, that's precisely what Heathcliff saw earlier with that crash of lightning there. He saw what he missed out on, what he ran away from. And obviously, with Nellie preventing them from communicating via letters, they had to be more direct, which they didn't do. Self-reflection, it's very important and very key to the Project Moon games in general, given distortion and formation of ego, right?
그걸 어떻게 증명할 수 있지? 우리에겐 남은 게 아무것도 없는데. 내 캐서린은 이미 눈을 감은 지 오래인데. 맞아. 네 놈 말대로 과거를 바꾸면서 증명할 수는 없어. 내가 무슨 짓을 하든 간에 캐서린이 다시 눈을 뜨지 못할 수도 있겠지. 하지만 그럼에도 나는 옥상으로 왔어. 이게 무슨 뜻인 줄 알겠냐? 너나 나나 서로 망한 새끼들인 건 맞지만 난 너처럼 모든 원인을 없애겠다며 잡아 죽이고 다니진 않을 거라고.
Hey Drago, how you going? Hope you're doing alright?
마음이 어디까지 무너졌다고 하더라도 네가 무슨 말을 하든 바뀌는 건 없다, 히스클리프. 나는 너를 죽이고 다음 세계로 넘어갈 거니까. 그럼 뭘 기다리는 건데?
Come at me, bro. Heathcliff pulled the golden bow from the roof of the manor, where it was installed as a lightning rod.
소용없어. 제 아무리 노력해봤자 너는 황금가지를 파괴할 수 없다.
Who said we're going to destroy it? We're going to eat it.
부술 수는 없어도 망가뜨리는 건 가능하지. 죽이겠다고? 나를? 네가? 아니, 네 소원대로 나를 지르겠다고.
That's certainly a plan.
역시. 잘은 모르겠지만 너는 이 벼락을 먹으면 황금가지가 필요한 거지? 그렇다면 내가 그 힘을 빼앗아 버리면 다 일그러지는 거 아니냐?
Ah, so we are going to eat it. Lovely. Wait. How do you even know that, Heathcliff?
원래 내가 공부는 못해도 냄새는 잘 맡아왔잖아.
Intuition. Heathcliff!
캐서린, 내가 돌아왔어. 문을 열어줘.
왜 스스로를 찌른 거예요? 이게 당신이 바라는 결말이에요?
이 집 곳곳에 있는 캐시에게 내 목소리가 닿아야 하니까. 지금까지 내가 보았던 황금가지는 마음을 연결시켜주는 것 같았으니까 내 느낌대로 하는 것뿐이야. 그게 무슨... 개소리는 워더링 하이츠 그 자체가 되었어. 어떻게인지는 나도 몰라. 하지만 캐시도 넬리와 이놈이 보았던 그 거울을 똑같이 본 거라면, 그리고 나와 계속 같은 마음을 가지고 있었다면, 그 애가 어떤 선택을 했을지 알 것 같거든. 생각해보면 여기 온 이후로 워더링 하이츠는 계속해서 나를 밀어냈고 일기장은 계속해서 나를 달래줬지. 언제나 솔직하지 못했어. 캐시도 나도. 히스클리프 씨, 무슨 말인지...
The diary flips through its pages until it comes to a stop on the last page.
히스클리프, 그거 알아? 아주 오래전 조세핀이 들려준 이야기가 있었어. 이 저택 아래에는 아주 오래되고 깊은 강이 흐르고 있다고 했지. 터가 좋지 않으니 아무것도 세우면 안 된다고 수많은 건축가가 입을 모아서 말했대.
My family built a castle in a swamp. Everyone said it was daft, but I did it all the same. It sank into the swamp. So I built a second one. That sank into the swamp. So I built a third one. That burned down, fell over, then sank into the swamp. But the fourth one stayed up.
그럼에도 이 워더링 하이츠는 세워졌어. 보이지 않는 이 깊은 지하의 강 위에서. 그리고 나는 어렸을 때부터 이 저택에서 돌아가신 엄마의 위령을 보곤 했어.
Hypogeum. What does that mean precisely? Ah, existing or growing underground. Yep, alright.
넬리, 저 유령 보여? 무슨 소리를 하는 거예요, 아가씨? 유령 같은 건 없다니까. 그러게, 제가 낮잠 자라고 할 때 퍼뜩퍼뜩 잠들었어야죠. 마님. 다행히도 그걸 보는 건 나 혼자만이 아닌 듯했지. 이 조세피는 마님이 다시 돌아올 줄 알고 있었어요. 저 밑에 흐르는 강물이 마님을 다시 이 저택으로 데리고 올 거라고. 그렇게 제가 이 집에서의 임무를 다 끝내면 그 강의 물을 마시게 해주시겠다고. 그리고 그건 내가 자라날 때까지 계속해서 보였지. 히스클리프가 떠나고 모든 의욕을 잃어버린 나에게 넬리는 거울 조각을 보여줬어. 아가씨, 제가 신기한 거울을 하나 얻어왔어요. 재미난 것들이 막 보이더라고요. 요술 거울인가 봐요. 아가씨는 이런 발명품을 좋아하실 것 같아서요. 그 거울 속에서 나는 수도 없이 많은 히스클리프와 나를 보았어. 히스클리프는 나로 인해 황폐해지고 냉혹해지고 우울해지고 끝도 없이 불행해져 갔지. 그건 마치 처음부터 짜여진 운명 같았어. 어떤 식으로든 반드시 비참해져 갔지. 저기 보여? 다른 유령이 또 보이고 있어. 아가씨, 상태가 많이 안 좋아요. 찬바람 쐬지 말고 들어가서 쉬세요. 저 유령은 왜 계속 구슬프게 울고 있지? 그리고 왜 낯이 익은 걸까? 나 거울을 맞아봐야겠어, 넬리. 나는 히스클리프가 행복해질 수 있는 유일한 길을 찾아내고 싶어서 밤새도록 그 거울을 보고 또 보고 또 보고 두 눈에서 피눈물이 흐를 때까지 봤어. 그러다 계속 들려왔던 비명소리의 끝에 가장 절망하는 캐서린들을 만나게 되었지. 너는 모든 세상에서 제일 고통스럽게 소리 지르고 있는 캐서린이네? 이 세계에서 히스클리프는 나 때문에 먼저 죽어버렸으니까! 우리도 너처럼 거울 너머의 모든 세계를 떠돌아다니며 보았어. 하지만 그 어떤 세계를 보아도 히스클리프와 나는 같이 행복하게 살아가는 결말은 없어. 그러니 우리에게 남은 건 고통뿐이야. 혼자 남겨진 내가 살아갈 리에는 없으니까. 모든 히스클리프는 왜 항상 행복해질 수 없을까? 어째서? 답은 하나야. 우리 탓이지. 캐서린이 있기에 히스클리프는 반드시 불행해져 가니까.
So, Catherine is the cause of Heathcliff's misfortune and sadness. And Heathcliff is the cause of Catherine's sadness and misfortune. Lovely.
모든 히스클리프가 불행한 건 나의 탓. 모든 세계에 내가 없어진다면 모든 히스클리프는 행복해질 수 있는 거야?
Peak Romeo and Juliet. Well, I suppose that's not quite being fair to Romeo and Juliet, because Heathcliff and Catherine are even worse. The only way to bring happiness to the other is to kill themselves, and every single version of themselves across every single multiverse. Perfect logic.
그래, 그러니까 이제라도 늦지 않았어. 남은 세계의 히스클리프를 위해서 우리를 너의 세계에 초대해줘. 제일 먼저 이곳에 너를 죽인 다음에 그 다음 세계로 넘어가서 또다시 나를 죽일 거야. 또다시. 그러면 히스클리프들은 천국에 도달할 수 있구나. 내가 없는 천국에. 그제야 모든 굴레가 풀리는 느낌이었어. 그건 너무나 당연히도 내가 해야 할 일 같았어. 나는 모든 히스클리프를 사랑하니까. 그 애는 행복해져야 마땅한 존재니까. 말씀하신 대로 뒷골목의 연출을 좀 이용해서 힌들리시를 파산시켰어요. 도박에서 모든 재산을 완전히 잃었다고 하더라고요. 넬리가 아는 사람의 도움을 받아 힌들리 오빠를 파산시켜 워더링 하이츠를 빼앗았고.
결과는 걱정 마세요. 이미 몇 번 비슷한 실험을 해본 적이 있으니. 실험실 준비만 잘 된다면 말이죠.
실험실은 말한 대로 다 준비해 놓을 거야. 얼마가 들던 상관없어.
그리고 계속 말씀드리는 거지만 이 방식은 본인의 몸에 새로운 인격이 더 씌워지는 겁니다. 그러려면 그 몸에 남아있는 의식은 없어야 해요. 그래야지만 온전한 인격의 소환이 가능해진다는 것을 예전의 실험을 통해 증명했거든요.
나는 캐서린을 소개하기 위해 지하실에 거대한 실험실을 설치했어. 린슨의 도움을 받아 황금가지를 구했지. 하지만
인격을 온전한 형태로 소환하는 것은 굉장히 큰 에너지가 드는 일이야.
There's Herman herself.
하나의 황금 가지로는 부족하지. 하지만 다행히 우리도 황금 가지를 하나 확보해둔 상태야. 옥상에 꽂은 이 황금 가지가 에너지를 모아 실험실에 있는 황금 가지까지 연결해 줄 거야.
당신 정말 친절하시네요. 제가 무엇을 지불하면 되나요?
우린 돈은 필요하지 않아. 대신에 반죽을 만들게 해줄래? 그걸 내 거래 조건으로 둘게.
반죽이요?
그래. 아무것도 섞이지 않은 순수하고 정제된 반죽.
어서 날 초대해줘. 응. 조만간 실험이 완성될 거야. 넬리? 이젠 유령이 무섭지 않아. 모든 두려움은 무지에서부터 나오는 것이니까. 그래서 나는 히스클리프와 말하는 게 그렇게 무서웠나 봐. 까마득한 그 마음을 나는 알 수가 없어서.
Talk to each other. Communication.
내가 유령이라고 생각했던 것은 다른 세계에서 온 우리였어. 비참해지고 고통스러워하지만 나를 죽이기 위해 이 저택을 헤매고 있는 나였지.
자, 당신의 관에 7번의 벼락이 치고 난 후 다른 세계에서 넘어올 수 있는 길이 열리고 당신이 바라는 캐서린이 소환될 수 있을 거야.
린튼도 행복할 거야. 당신이 사랑하는 나를 위해 하는 일이니까.
관을 닫으면 당신은 다시 눈을 뜨지 못해.
알고 있어. 하지만 이게 끝이 아니야. 언제 어디서든 당신을 지켜보고 있을 테니까.
당신이 바라는 건 전부 이루어 놓겠어. 좋은 꿈 꾸게, 내 사랑.
That is kinda what I heard about Wuthering Heights as well. It is very much not a love story, unless you're into the most toxic of loves possible. It does have some happiness at the end, but not for Heathcliff and not for Catherine. At least if the stage show that I watched is accurate. As far as I know, it is. So there is a little bit, but it is not the love story that some people have convinced themselves that it is. That a lot of adaptations have falsely presented over the years. I'm not sure. I don't think she is. Like, the stage show that I watched didn't have the Nellie character. It had sort of like the personification of Wuthering Heights itself taking on the role of Nellie. So a lot of the stuff that she sort of like says in Limbus Company, and from what I gather, the book too, was sort of given to like a more sort of like omniscient sort of spiritual character. A little bit like a Greek chorus almost. Not quite the same as a Greek chorus, but yeah. I don't think Nellie is happy in the book. Though, again, I haven't read the book yet. I might one day, possibly even on stream, because that one is in the public domain. But I haven't read the book.
아, 그 반죽은 꽤 순도가 높은 거라 무엇이든 될 수 있거든. 내가 원하는 건 그 반죽보다는 그걸 넘어선 가장 처음의 것이지만 어딘가에 돌아올 생각도 없는 히스클리프보다는 오로지 캐서린만을 위한 히스클리프. 그러니까 당신만을 위한 히스클리프를 만들어줄게. 그리고 당신 저택 아래 흐르고 있는 그 강이 정말 당신과 내게 많은 도움이 될 수 있을 거야. 당신의 의식은 영영 사라지는 게 아닐 수도. 세계의 가장 밑바닥에 흐르는 이 강은 의식을 붙잡아 두니까. 어딘가에서 이 모든 것을 지켜보는 것도 좋겠지.
나만을 위한 히스클리프? 그게 무슨 말이야? 그리고 나는 왜 이 모든 걸 지켜보게 된 거지? 내가 애초에 어디에 있는 거지? 내 말이 들리긴 하는 거야?
아무 걱정하지 마렴. 소환의식은 반드시 성공시켜줄 테니. 그리고 혹시나 말하는 것이지만 마음 단단히 먹고 기억하렴. 이 모든 것은 네가 사랑하는 히스클리프를 위한 것이니까.
The clock turns to revive Heathcliff, who stabbed himself with the golden bough.
개소리.
Eventually, Catherine from a distant world is slowly pulled from the coffin the other Heathcliff is carrying. The golden bough that impaled Heathcliff began to return to whence it came. Back to where Heathcliff first tore it from, like it was meant to be. You want Catherine to become a sinner and have her actually develop a proper relationship with Heathcliff. There are actually a lot of fan arts out there of alternate sinners, and Catherine is a very common one of those. So you might be able to find some interesting sort of like fan art and fan comics of alternate Limbus company with Catherine in the company, although that's instead of Heathcliff, rather than being with Heathcliff, unfortunately. All right. Let's proceed. Catherine, who Heathcliff desired so desperately to reach. She was walking out of the coffin, her eyes opened. Yet,
아니야.
the seventh lightning has struck. She's being overwritten by a Catherine from a different world.
개소리. 내게 이러지 마. 저택 안에서도 밖에서 모든 걸 견뎌낸 이유는 너였어. 그냥 저택에 다시 돌아와서 너를 만나고 싶었어. 그것뿐인데.
The space surrounding Catherine, who is screaming and wailing, begins to bend and refract, as though something has gone wrong.
아니야.
내게 이런 말을 해줄 수 있는 건
이 세계의 모든 히스토리가 어떻게 되든 말든 너는 아무 상관없는 일이라고 생각하는 거야? 히스토리는 곧 나야. 내가 세상에서 느낀 가장 큰 고통은 히스토리가 느낀 고통이고 내가 살면서 가장 많이 생각해온 건 히스토리야. 다른 모든 것이 남고 그 애가 없는 세상에 도달할 거라면 캐서린 또한 존재해야만 해.
캐시! 어딘가에 네가 느껴져! 어디 있지?
The identity. Something's gone wrong with the summoning.
캐서린 씨의 의지가 개입되고 있는 것이 주요 원인으로 파악됩니다. 캐서린 씨가 소원을 거부하고 있다는 거예요?
날 방해하지 마! 날 불러와줘. 네가 진정으로 히스클리프를 사랑하는 것이 맞다면!
Yeah, I don't blame you, Kuro. I would like them to have a happy and healthy relationship. But we're here right now, where Heathcliff and Catherine are both attempting to commit multi-dimensional suicide. With that, let's go, shall we? And yep, Wuthering Heights. Let's do our preset. And let's go. Got our team.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
Yep. Round.
어디 있지? 내게로 와, 캐서린! 어딘가에 네 목소리가 들려. 제발.
응원도 결국은 나약한 자들이나 듣고 싶어하는
모든
미안이
캐서린을 나의 품으로!
정보팀은 조금 더 가치 있는 걸 추구하는 고수 아니겠습니까?
All right. So, over here, our Heathcliff has Faded Promise. He heals SP at every turn end, gets one offense up next turn on hit. Yeah, boosts at low, boosts at Dullahan, and at 1 HP, heal 40% HP and 25 SP, so he has an extra life. However, of course, we are fighting Earl King Heathcliff. So, let's see what you've got. Yeah, sinking, attack power, bleed. Ooh. On use, generate one Wild Hunt unit next turn. So he's going to be summoning minions. And shoving us into the coffin instead of just a sack, huh? Alright. 100% the amount of stagger threshold raised from Tremor Burst, huh? Alright. And applies attack and damage up to all allies next turn. Behead Heathcliffs, lovely. Alright. Paralyzed next turn, that's nasty, I don't like that. Alright. So, he wants to kill Heathcliff. We lose if Heathcliff dies. But we also want to be clashing with Heathcliff so that his SP goes down. Okay. So, let's get things underway. Alright. So, that's unclashable there. Alright. And that's unclashable too. Alright. I must be the reason why. Let's go straight for that. And we're going to try and build up a few things here. And actually, neutral. Wait, there we go. All right. Now what else to build up a bit so that she's able to use fluid set in this fight? All right, let's go.
이딴과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다니.
There we are.
상담에서 알려준 대로 잘했어. 역시 상담 프로그램을 진행한 건 잘하려고.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
방금의 공격 혹시 그 자체였다.
Luscious.
이 안정감 있고 부드럽게 잡히는 푹신 최상이다.
All right. So,
이런 푹신한 나 풀리는 일이
yeah, Josephine and Kindly are here now, but they're both defending. So, do we try and go straight for Heathcliff, or try and whittle down some of these so that they don't sort of build up too much? Probably do want to try and take some of them down. I must be the reason why. Go there. Message has already been sent. Passions abide. Oh, yes. By our egos. Alright, let's go with that.
겁난 내게 바쳐주지.
방금 했던 공격은 매우 효과적이었어. 하지만 아직 부족해. 다음 공격은 더 잘할 수 있도록.
You have way more defense than I thought you did.
원한 믿고 답에 집중해줘.
Oh well.
도움이 될 수 있을 거야.
Managed to remove one of her stagger bars, unfortunately. Alright, so he's got everyone on the field now. So. Over there. I must be the reason why. Alright, let's. There. Actually, there. There. Alright.
이딴과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다니.
없어겠군.
살코기 바를 땐 칼을, 뼈를 자를 땐 톱이지.
Okay. Starting to get a little bit of sanity for people, which is good.
좋아. 방금은 전략의 승리야. 계속 밀어붙이자.
There we go. I must be the reason why.
그대로만 해주신다면 오늘은 제압이 빠르겠어요.
Alright. So, unclashable. Okay. So we can't do that, unfortunately. Okay. Down we go. Go with that, I think. There. There. And there. Okay. And there. And there.
전투응대에 나서 민감을 준비하고
Got a stagger. That's good. Oh, finally.
속에서 주라지야.
같이 흔들리도록
달릴 시간이다.
보다 유리하지 않겠어.
And yeah, continue. We have enough for 4 coffins. Not yet. Alright. You can go there. Okay. Driven by our ego. Alright. Yeah, so we'll get that going. That'll give us a little bit of juice going forward. Not the biggest fan of that, I admit. Have any lust, do
불편한
you?
점이라도 있으십니까?
You do actually. Let's at least defeat that. And might get lucky. Hey Void, that's... Yep, never forget to convert your enkephalin. I certainly forget a few times. And... well, it's certainly possible that we'll stagger him here.
겁나. 내게 바쳐주지.
There we go. Didn't have to worry.
와 함께
완벽한 한방. 시원한 걸.
Didn't have to do our ego either, but we did.
위에 내려줄 것이다.
it'll boost our S3 at least.
좋아. 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
이 전투는 승리할 거야.
잘 썰렸다.
깔끔한 전략력인걸? 적들이 흔들흔들.
나야
기회
히스클리프.
아니야?
제발 나를 다시 받아줘.
So, one of the things I love about this battle is the way that each phase of this, like Millie's using like a different register of her voice to sing for the different parts for Catherine and Heathcliff, and goes into like different like verses as they're both essentially singing to each other across the void. It's incredibly beautiful, and not something that you sort of get in the actual song, because obviously you can't do it that way. It's just a very beautiful, like, meta-narrative going on with the song in this canto, and I don't think they have done it again. Like, I think this is the best example of the music being in harmony with the actual like gameplay and story. Anyway, we should go and have a look at every Catherine. She's still got 1 health. It's fine, right? So, she has It's All Pointless. For a world without his suffering, apply fragile attack power up. Gains bind and damage. Every Catherine must die. So, if all hands HP are at 1, deal 0 damage. So, we need to deal with the hands, obviously. It's very much like the Yan fight in Ruiner a little bit, actually, dealing with hands. Anyway, combat start. All other allies gain fragile and attack power up. Attack and gain 1 breaking heart, and on hit inflict breaking heart. This is not something we want. It does make you more vulnerable to damage because it increases your resistance value. I know it's odd to say increasing resistance means you take more damage, but that's the way it works. And at 3 value, become staggered. We do not want to become staggered. But of course, she becomes staggered as well. She's gaining breaking heart. So, if both hands are at 1 HP, immobilized. And broken heart. If there is a hand with 2+ HP, 10 protection, all resistance become 0.2. If both hands are at 1 HP, protection expires, and resistances revert to default values. When clashing against Heathcliff, clash power -3 and deals minus 50% damage, and still wins if Heathcliff dies. Fixed panic type, yeah, alright. And yeah, right now she's just using her defense, and yeah, she's got revenge over there, and she has Away With You, which is a shield with 404 shield value, which is an interesting number. Reminds me of the whole 404 error you might see with computers. Anyway, we have hands to deal with. Okay, so Tears of Sorrow, Clutch of Tragedy, Inflict Bind, Clash, lose, gain Breaking Heart. We want to beat this. There you go, Void. Again, it's similar to reading books. Replaying a game often results in you seeing things that you might not have noticed before. I didn't notice that the first time either. Or if I did, I missed it. I do not think I noticed it. Okay, anyway. Oh, hello. If the other hand is at 2 plus HP at the next turn and after the turn in which this hand reaches its 1, this unit heals HP equal to 50% of the other hand's HP. Alright, so we do want to get them both down at close enough to the same time. And other hand as well. Again, misery is all that remains. Excuse me. Oh. Yep. Alright. So, we need to get that one. Alright. So, Heathcliff. Let you do that. We've got that available to you. So we will activate it. And okay. Have that resistance, do we? What's your yellow resistance? Probably 1, but let's get it down anyway. Alright, so I've got that there. And next up, went to the library a couple of days ago. I didn't have the stranger in English. I noticed that high schools here these days often include the stranger in their curriculum. When I sort of went to high school, the stranger wasn't being done, unfortunately. But now it is. Or at least it was last time I checked the curriculum. So, interesting. Anyway. Okay. With that... Ah, that's a shame. Any reason why you don't think it would be taught where you live? If you're willing to share, of course. Don't need to know where you live or anything. Some good damage there.
개체의 약점을 정확히 꿰뚫었습니다. 준비를 철저히 했나 보군요.
Oh, right, Requiem time.
현명한 판단이요.
Oh, right. So, they're going to counter that over there. She's still doing all that sort of stuff. Okay. Mainly because where you live lags behind a bit. Fair enough. Anyway. We're about to go to an ad break, so I'm just going to assign our attacks, and we will do the attack when we come back, alright? Yeah, we do that. Yeah, looks good there. Over here. Yes. Alright. So, we're going to pause here for a couple of minutes, and then we will resume. Alright? Be right back. All right, and we're back. And Angela is making jokes. Let's resume, shall we? Attack!
손끝이라도 되려는 자가 있다니.
Okay, that one's down. Alright. Yeah, here comes this one, which is unclashable for a world without his suffering. Speed 4. Turn end. Alright. Unfortunate. However, we are able to take you down most likely this turn. So, let's go and do that. What? Do we defend this? I think you're going to take enough damage anyway from everything that's going on here.
겁나라. 내게 바쳐주지. 너 발긴다.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고 생각했거든.
Yeah, very much enough damage. Okay, so she... Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? I suddenly realized that an unfamiliar voice is echoing directly in my head. Millie is so good, 100%. Is this sound coming directly through the Golden Bough? You hear that too, Clockhead? I turn around to look at Heathcliff. He appears exhausted from the prolonged battle, both in body and spirit. The Golden Bough that once pierced his chest was long removed after my clock turned. If I had $1 for every time I saw the word wuthering used by a gacha game, I'd have $2, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it happened twice. I'm fairly sure that Wuthering Heights has been used more often than once in a gacha game. But I suppose we're only talking about you seeing things, so that's fair. But its influence seemed to be lingering for some reason. Catherine? Heathcliff whispers. Listen closer. What is happening? A frail, desperate voice echoes. The voice shudders so terribly. This is not at all what I wished for. No. I carefully ask the question again. Ask the voice a question, rather. What are you referencing there, Kuro? So, all of this is... I never wanted the Heathcliff to exist for Catherine and only Catherine. I don't think she can hear our voices. All I wanted was for every Heathcliff to be happy. Ah, Miku-san, gotcha, okay. All I wanted was to kill every existence of myself. Please, someone, help me. Oh, Gumi, not Miku. Okay. Can anyone hear me? Shout. Shout that we can hear her. Obviously, we have to have Heathcliff shout out. Dots. This is the warm light of the golden bough begins emanating from somewhere. Heathcliff! Is that you?
Yeah! Kathy! I'm back! I'm...
Sorrow, joy, wrath, obsession. I can feel the storm of emotions raging within Heathcliff. Oh, yet all is silent. I cannot hear his voice. The same emotions can be felt from Catherine's voice. The audio. Cold slowly takes over the warmth as it grows weaker. I can no longer hear Catherine's voice. I knew that wouldn't be this easy. But Heathcliff refuses to let disappointment hold him back. Instead, he forges on with determination. The other sinners follow suit, prepared for battle. Alright, heal SP. Heathcliff gains haste. Ooh, and haste to everyone. And yeah, Heathcliff's just not talking. Heathcliff is dots.
부디 고통 속에서 깨어나게 너의 계절이
최고의 선택이었어.
Alright, so we're back to this phase now. Obviously, the lyrics have a... Oh. World split, break it apart! Oh, may she wake in torment. Clash power -6 in a clash against targets with lightning of suffering. Is this something that you put on us, or do we... Lovely. Okay. You have lightning of suffering. Kingdom Hearts. I've never played Kingdom Hearts, so I can't comment on that one at least. Anyway, Lightning of Suffering. Clash win, inflict Breaking Heart, and deal 7 HP damage. Clash lose or after unopposed attack. Gain Breaking Heart and take 7 HP. Alright, so obviously we have to clash, but I always try to clash anyway, so. And we lose this at skill end. Alright. And we are on Dullahan right now. So, we are going to... Yeah, he can't, he's pathetic right now. Okay. So, that's his strongest one, it looks like. Alright. Yeah, really? I was never a Sony girl growing up. It actually... I only got like a PlayStation by the time of the PlayStation 3, and that was more so like at the end, I think? Well, not the end, like the middle, I guess. I did eventually get a PlayStation 2, but that was to play Ace Combat. So, yeah, I ended up missing out on the Kingdom Hearts games. If I use the 100k button... Okay, so... it would be one guaranteed stream. The issue would be, I suppose, getting it working, I guess? Because... What system is Kingdom Hearts on? Like I'd have to try and sort of like run that through some sort of like either an emulator or a console. Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, so I don't think. Like PS2 wasn't HDMI, so I'd have to get an adapter as well to get things working for it. I think the parts would be difficult, I would say, Kuro. Like, not impossible, obviously, but like I would have to do a lot of tinkering to get things working. Yeah, that's fair. Like, absolutely ask these questions if you want to use the dedicate stream button, so we can like talk about these things. On. We want blue. Alright. Blue. Okay. Oh, solid damage.
잘못했는지 아는 것부터가 시작이 됐어.
Yes, while I guarantee one stream, like it is possible that I would continue. Like I did do multiple metaphor streams after Senpai requested metaphor. Okay. So does someone else have the lightning now? Yes, Otis has lightning now. Alright. You do that. Yeah, I still need more blue. Do that. Okay. Do that.
정리하겠습니다. 해결한가?
오, 적합한 판단이었어.
덮어놓고 공격하는 것보단 적을 잘 관찰하는 게 중요하지.
And we're almost at the second break, which might be a new phase. Just missed it. Alright. Not using the head Heathcliffs again. Alright, so you're Lightning of Suffering now, so. Yeah, do that. Actually, do that. Welcome back, Void. Okay. I want to stay in this form so that we're able to transform next round. Okay. I've not played Deltarune, no. I actually recently started playing Undertale on stream. That was for my birthday, actually. Because I've never played Undertale before. Okay, her shield is gone now. I do have Deltarune. A friend of mine who's also a streamer, Melanie Bell, she did gift Deltarune to me. It was a bit of an accident, incidentally, but I do have it now, and I would like to one day play it. Okay. Are we doing the same thing here? Okay. If both hands are at 1 HP, gain shield next turn. Yeah, she's all about protection. Alright. Okay. Deal with the hands. Easy enough. Round and round we go. That's right. I want to use that. And
나대지 말고 내 뒤에 서 있어. 슈.
okay. Yeah, all right. And okay.
내게 바쳐주지. 받을 수 없다면 직접 후회를 새겨주지. 나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 이만하면
그거 그렇게 하는 거 맞아? 거의 솜방망이인데?
원망도 미친도 소용이 없었으니 그저 무언가를 잡으려 애썼을 뿐.
개체의 유효한 속성을 정확하게 간파했습니다. 제 예상만큼 관리자님의 능력이 우수하다는 것이 증명되는 것 같아 다행이군요.
My head fills with the voice once again. I never should have summoned that Catherine here. I thought Heathcliff would never have to suffer again if every Catherine were to no longer exist. But I could have known that Heathcliff would have thought the very same. I can feel her heart-rending sorrow. I never should have fled. I should have talked to her instead of I never should have fled. I should have talked to her instead of running away. Heathcliff was right. Every unspoken word every unshared discussion only broke their hearts further apart from each other until their words began to run parallel, never to converge. Just like the song. If only I could go back. Is there truly no way out of this trap that woman set for us? Heathcliff shouts. Kathy! I! Just as Heathcliff began to speak, a shrill cry tears through our heads. Catherine! Do not obstruct me now! We promised, didn't we? We promised to kill all of us so that Heathcliff may find happiness! That cutting voice is tinged with an odd warmth. Like a different voice. No, Maybe the two Catherines are vying for control. One of her colossal hands is twitching and stumbling. Maybe this is our chance to neutralize that hand. There we go. Alright, Heathcliff bonus, engage. Heathcliff immediately knew what I was going for and leapt towards the hand. This can't be! Good. We caught her off guard and neutralized the hand. I instinctively knew that we were so close. Alright. 2 damage up. Hands bound. And attack down. Alright.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼.
Alright, Breaking Heart is going down now. But we can counter that. So over there and have 2 attacks here. Yeah, go with that. Alright. The so fix their relationship. Quite.
이 땅과 만인에게 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다.
적에게 치명성을 입혔군요. 관리자님은 당신이 생각하는 것보다 대단한 능력을 갖추고 있다. 제가 늘 말씀드렸죠. 저는 언제나 옳은 말만 한답니다.
불청객은 찌그러져 있어.
Hey, one hand?
엄청난 공격이었어요. 어떻게 저렇게 강하실 수 있죠?
And yes, the Breaking Heart is coming down now. Go with that. All right.
굉장해요.
여기가 좋다. 좋아.
The other hand, get back up.
아까의 공격으로
no,
인해서
we're
대상에게
good.
많은
All
피해를
right.
입혔어. 적들이 충분히 나약해졌다는 거지.
So,
스킬레도 될 것 같아.
sorry, excuse me. All right. So this one's coming down now. It's not. It's not going to deal any damage. Oh, bloody hell. Hiccups. Alright. So we are just going to go straight for the damage. And... oh, damn it. Alright. Damn it. Yeah, bad hiccups. Alright.
전투응대에 나서
저 발긴다. 돌아하니요.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13조 이항에 맞추.
엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한걸?
관리자님, 역시 저는
There we
생각하지
go.
못하는 방법을 떠올리시는군요.
제약 개체에게 큰 피해를 준 것 같아. 기우팀의 직원다운 완벽한 공격이었어.
사람이 내 앞에 나타나서 나를 찢어놓아줘.
우와, 가름도 깜짝.
네 눈을 보면서 죽어갈 테니.
Alright. Every Heathcliff must die. What? I guess Heathcliff's gonna die this round. We're all faster though, right? Maybe we can do enough damage to take him down before that happens. Let's see how things go.
이딴과 많이 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다니.
I'm sure it's fine.
오, 머리 좋다 단테. 방금 완전 좋았어.
Yeah, they're singing in harmony now.
계속해봐라. 통의 밑바닥 속에서 우린 지길.
Damn it. This is Kathy's coffin. So cold. I think this is Heathcliff's perspective. So cold and dark inside. You remain trapped here all along, just for what my happiness. You hated the dark so much. Burst forth from the coffin. It's lucky we've got a Heathcliff modifier of +20. Hey Josephine, how are you going? You're just in time? Almost? Sort of? Sorry, I've got a bad case of the hiccups right now. It just happened the last couple of minutes. I feel stupid. If only I waited to hear your words to the end. If only I didn't run away. If only I approached you to talk to you first. What a witless mess I am. But so you've broken free from the coffin, Heathcliff. Pointless. It's all pointless. You should have remained in there, suffocating in the worst regret of your life. Yeah, let's have a bit of a drink, Ada. Thank you. Actually, I'm gonna fill up my drink as well. Like I just ran out there, so damn it. All right, be right back. Oh, get the glass of water. All right. resume, shall we? Oh, shut your trap! I won't run anymore. Not here. At the end of all things. I know it's too late, but I will take this chance before even this passes forever. Even if this chance won't lead me to more happiness. Even if this path won't end with your happiness. Because I know for certain that as long as our words are left unsaid, no one will ever be happy. I see. You're right. Or to wish. Sorry, is that Kathy there? You're right. To wish for your happiness without even talking to you first. I think that's Heathcliff again, like talking to Kathy, right? You're right. To wish for your happiness without even talking to you first. Out of fear. I should never have done that. I was wrong. I think. Yeah, sometimes it's not the clearest, and it's worse when you're reading them out and giving characters voices, because, yeah. I heard Kathy's voice. There we go. Alright. Oh, it was Kathy, huh? Damn it. Fucking hiccups. Fully heals SP. Yep. Alright.
우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
Alright, so yeah, he's a little bit hurt now. With that there. Looks good to me.
검나를
There.
내게 바쳐주지.
Definitely need to give Heathcliff a little bit of a heal, which is why we've got the fluid set coming down.
이 전투는 승리할 거예요. 보세요, 관리자님. 다들 역경을 이겨내고 유능한 직원이 되었어요. 저 이번엔 도움이 됐을까요?
And I do love Patches of Violet, though. It is a great song. Okay. And continue with the battery.
이딴 건 아니. 손끝이라도 대려는 자가 있다니.
I mean, Dawn of Esteem is Faust, so he's got fluid sac.
정리하겠습니다.
What you talking about are ego resources.
금방
Oh,
끝내고
sorry.
버스로 돌아갈 수
Yeah, okay, ego resources. Understood.
검날 내게 바쳐주지.
There we go.
과 함께 사라져라. 우리에게 안식은 없다.
Calling it Dawn Office is a bit of a stretch. Mainly Thumb plus Dawn Office Faust. Fair enough. I mean, if you're going to go with Dawn Office, you might as well have all three, because like all three makes the team work. If things don't get any better, what will happen to them?
히스클리프 씨를 소멸시키는 데 성공한 마왕 히스클리프는 모든 세계를 넘어다니면서 히스클리프를 소멸시킬 것이며
Fair enough. If support is possible. Gotcha, I see what you're saying there. Yep, fair enough.
캐서린의 소환이 성공한다면 그녀 또한 모든 세계를 돌아다니면서 캐서린을 탄생시키겠죠.
To what end?
그 끝엔 이 히스클리프와 캐서린 둘만의 절교가 남지 않을까요?
Huh? There's a sound coming from my device. Dante. Yes, those who don't play the game, there is a thing in the menu called Dante's Notes, which is essentially an encyclopedia. This is the UI for it, so it's less messed up in the actual menu. I see that you write a diary of your own. Yeah, the encyclopedia is in character from Dante's perspective. Excuse me. As Dante sort of writes about the world in order to learn about it, because obviously they have amnesia. Hey, Onion, how you going? I wouldn't call it a diary. It's not like I record what happens every day in here. That counts as a diary still. It is a record of your life. Then I suppose it is. Catherine? Just before the break of dawn, during the quietest hours of the day, I would write in my diary. Especially on days when I suffered from fevers. I could not bear to keep going without vomiting out every thought of mine on a piece of paper. I was always honest with my diary. I really hate having hiccups right now because it is just ruining like every attempt at me like trying to read out these lines in a proper manner. But it seems that I could never be honest anywhere else. Oh, while I hid my true feelings from the ones I loved, while refusing to communicate myself, I became angry at those who couldn't understand me. Heathcliff shall never know. He will never know how much I. Heathcliff has joined the chat. No. I have to know. Heathcliff? How did you? I needed a lot of courage to get here. Catherine. It's all so easy for you. For you to topple me. To top you? Heathcliff is a bottom. For you to ground me up till I'm nothing. I was so happy whenever you came to visit me. Single glance from you in my direction brightened my entire day. You were almost like a calamity. And I have always loved that very calamity that swept over me like the tempest, Catherine. Thank you for having the courage. Finally, our hearts are no longer broken apart. Dante, may I borrow your diary for a moment? The Golden Bough has far more impressive powers than any of us could have ever imagined. But what powers? It has been bringing your own wishes to reality, has it not? So, the key to my Heathcliff's happiness is in your diary. So I looked down at the screen of the device I carried. Something I used to think was nothing but a tool for recording things. And yeah, here's the start menu, but it's a little bit different. Golden Bough synchronized. Limbus Company, Face of Sin, Save the Ego. Don't touch the start. Oh, yeah, it's just making things fade as I sort of touch that. Season 4 loading screen was not quite this. Yeah, it's not going to let me change account. However, it has a button over here. Normally this says clear cache, but now it says clear all Kathy. That's what the season 4 loading screen had on there. Clear all Kathy. Oh. Time to press the only button we haven't pressed yet. Hello, Jasper. You want me to clear all Kathy? Let me just feed the cat first, alright? Give me a moment, and then we will clear all Kathy. Meow. Meow. All right. Are you ready? Let's clear all Kathy. We shall confirm.
먼저 말해줘서 고마워, 히스클리프. 나도 모든 세계의 히스클리프가 아닌 지금의 너를 사랑해.
In every world of possibilities that may or may not have been. I do like that, showing all the different versions of them all together. I'd love to sort of slow that down to see all of them. Yep, I'm familiar with that one, Void. That's the 8-bit version. And that one was really well done. Every Catherine and Heathcliff of all worlds call out to each other, feeling the echoes of their partner. They struggle for the one last unseen embrace.
캐시! 어디 있지? 너를 다시 내 품에 안아야겠어. 네가 계속해서 느껴졌어. 내 곁에 맴돌고 있다는 사실을 분명 알고 있었지. 땅 아래 있는 것이 아니라 이곳 어딘가 있어. 그렇지. 내가 네 마음을 찢을 게 아니야. 네가 네 마음을 찢은 거야. 네 마음을 찢으면서 내 마음까지 찢어놓은 거야.
millions of worlds made real by Catherine and Heathcliff begin speeding by before us. Every possibility of Heathcliff and Catherine. Most end in a tragedy, full of suffering and lamentation. But among the infinity, I catch a glimpse of tranquility. All right. And this one here is representing essentially the end of the book. These here are the graves of Catherine and Heathcliff, and these are their children who are not born of each other. So they're not sort of like brother and sister or anything, but they eventually get together in the end, and they manage to break the cycle. Outside the manor, there are 2 gravestones marking Heathcliff and Catherine's final resting places. And in the desolate, forlorn moorlands of Wuthering Heights are 2 youths who each resemble Heathcliff and Catherine. They gaze deeply into each other's eyes, their mouths drawn into the sweetest, happiest smiles. Their hearts connected, despite everything. Yeah, so that's the happy ending. Heathcliff and Catherine do not get a happy ending, but their children do.
처음부터 모든 걸 정해놓은 채로 보았던 건가?
Earl King Heathcliff's last words are hollow and bittersweet. Its echoes scatter into nothingness. Catherine begins to disappear from every world, as though she was never there. And when every Catherine eventually disappeared, millions of changing possibilities appeared before us. Mr. Earnshaw brings Heathcliff from the back street. Hindley's scorn and hatred for Heathcliff remained the same. But without Catherine, Heathcliff had no reason to endure the suffering in Wuthering Heights. So, he quickly moves on from Wuthering Heights. Each Heathcliff lives a different life, meets all kinds of different people, and lives on without Catherine. Our Heathcliff watched as the worlds transformed, each Heathcliff living a life of his own, and Catherine's existence slowly fading away from him. I would have understood if Heathcliff were to curse me with weeping, cruel words. I would have understood if he were to grab and shake me by the collar. To erase someone's entire existence is an unimaginably terrible thing. But Heathcliff was watching all of it in silence, as if he wished to carve each and every single one of them into his memory. And
비로소 아무것도 남지 않게 되었구나.
황금 가지를 가지고 가는 거야, 넬리?
Nellie stood atop the railings of the rooftop and gazed down at us. Most sinners had fallen or were unconscious. In her hands, she held a golden bow that appeared to have been pried from the rooftop.
하지만 히스클리프, 너는 마음 착한 애니까 이해하지? 내게 거울 조각을 처음 보여준 그 사람에게 이걸 넘겨볼까 해. 소용없다는 거 알잖아. 너희는 온 힘을 다해 싸워서 쓰러지고 지쳤어. 그때만을 기다린 치프 버틀러를 어떻게 막을 셈이야? 저 시계가 한 바퀴 돌아간 후엔 난 사라져 있을 텐데.
그래, 지금은 너를 막을 수 없겠지. 하지만 되찾을 거야. 황금가지와 내 개설인을.
캐서린? 누구를 말하는 거야?
And nobody remembers who Catherine is, aside from Dante and Heathcliff.
알아들을 수 없는 소리를 하네, 히스클리프.
알아. 너와 다른 사람들에겐 이제 기억의 얼룩이 되어버렸다는 거. 하지만 내겐 너무 선명해졌어. 절대 지울 수 없어.
그렇게 간절하다면 되찾는 날이 오길 바랄게. 황금 가지만 있다면 어떤 소망이든 마음이든 이루어진다고 하니까.
끝인가? 정말 한 톨도 남지 않았나? 그렇다면 어째서 이 분노가
I wouldn't.
끝나지 않는 거지?
Oh, is that a... I think that might be a unique line over there. I don't think Heathcliff normally says that. But I wouldn't be surprised if we eventually get an explanation on Dante's memory. Usually Project Moon is pretty good about explaining all the major story beats. But yeah, so now we will conclude things. The lines change after Canto 6. Ah, okay. And because I've been using that Heathcliff here, I've been seeing the normal lines. Alright. All that remained on the rooftop was a burnt golden bough inside the coffin.
하얗게 타버렸습니다. 나머지 한 개는 누군가 이미 가져간 듯하군요.
Nellie took the other one. That one's the one that's intact. Yeah, I only got the chance to up-tie Heathcliff afterwards, because I only got Heathcliff fairly recently. Jasper, what are you doing? Coming up on the table? Oh, you gotta climb up. You gotta stay away from the streaming stuff, alright? You can sit there on the chair, that's fine.
그자에게 간 거겠지. 헤르만.
Yep, no golden bow this time.
실패하지 않았어. 되찾을 수 있어. 어긋나도 진심을 다한다면 다시 이어질 수 있으니까. 나와 캐서린이 죽은 세계에서조차 그랬던 것처럼.
이 관 속에 들어있는 자의 이름이 캐서린인가요?
Hello, Jasper. Just don't stand at the keyboard, all right?
죄송해요. 안개가 낀 것처럼 흐릿해져서.
이 관과 관의 주인은 곧바로 ACCA 팀이 수거하여 본부로 전송해 놓을 겁니다.
I wanted to ask him if he was okay, but I already knew the answer. So many things had gone wrong.
여전히 괜찮지 않아.
Alright, so we've got our final ad for the night. I'm going to pause here and then we will resume. Alright? Be right back. Alright, and we're back. So, let's resume Limbus Company, shall we? Where we wrap up this Canto. Heathcliff's one and only goal was gone. But Heathcliff was no longer trapped in a living dream. Perhaps that is precisely why he could open the door to see a new, wider world. Not a single color remained in the silent Wuthering Heights once the tempest passed. All monochromatic, save for patches of color, patches of violet.
저 꽃의 이름은 히스라고 해.
There you go.
황야에서 고독하게 피어나지만 폭풍에도 끈질기게 살아남아서 기다리지.
Wait for what?
몰라. 그냥 시간을.
That is when Heathcliff finally told us the name of the flowers.
그림자를 쫓던 나날들 남은 건 허망한 기억 불길이 나를 태운 것처럼 내 손엔 채핀 먼지뿐 쉼없이 달려왔던 나를 죄어오던 시간들 이조차 그리워질까 모든 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있기를 내게 남은 알 수 없는 시간과 이제는 나가야 할 때 자신을 태워 사라져가는 촛불과 닮아 있구나 숨고를 새도 없이 떠밀려 던져진 날 속에 내 길을 갈 수 있기를 모든 날 언젠가는 돌이켜볼 기억 속에 미소 질 수 있도록 멀리 멀리 날아가고 싶어 밤하늘의 새처럼 별에 닿을 수 있게 이밤 또다시 찾아오겠지만 괜찮아 다 사라지네 괜찮아 괜찮아
There we go. There's Heathcliff's pass on.
쫓아! 아니 저기로 사라졌잖아. 어딜 보는 거야?
그걸 진작에 말씀해 주셨어야죠.
Another day, another distortion hunting in the streets of T Corp. as per LCD's orders. You don't listen to the pass on? Aw, Void, you're missing out. Looks like it didn't take too long for Heathcliff to be back to his usual energetic self once again.
야, 뒤질래? 이쪽으로 넘기라니까!
Maybe he's gotten too passionate. Long time no... Wait, why are you... How do you still have color?
빛이 내게 아직 닿지 못한 거야.
Mm-hmm. This fucker.
별은 아주 까마득하게 있으니까. 단테, 당신도 꽃을 좋아해?
I think I've come to like them.
당신이 정성스럽게 보살피고 있는 장미 한 송이가 있었어. 당신의 방은 그 꽃이 풍기는 향기로 가득 채워져 있지. 그러나 어느 날 당신은 긴 여행을 떠나 그 장미를 내버려 둔 채로 그곳에서 큰 정원에 도달하게 되고 당신이 보살폈던 것과 똑같은 장미가 수천 송이가 피어있는 걸 보았어. 그걸 본 당신은 울음이 차올라서 바닥에 주저앉고 말았지. 이유가 무엇일 것 같아?
Demian. He's appeared before me in the past. Would always leave me with these cryptic riddles. But I'm starting to understand what his riddles are supposed to represent. Because I've finally come to understand that the one I truly loved was the rose I'd left behind.
맞아. 세상엔 수천 송이의 장미꽃들이 있어도 나의 장미꽃은 단 하나야. 당신이 물을 주고 가꿔주고 가시에 찔려서 가끔 아파하긴 해도 당신의 보살핌으로 인해서 향기가 나는 그 꽃 말이야. 히스클리프와 캐서린에게도 그러지 않았을까? 어느 세계에서도 여러 캐서린과 히스클리프가 있다는 것을 알아도 그 어디에나 있을 히스클리프와 캐서린이 행복하길 바라기보다 눈앞의 서로가 특별하고 소중하다고 생각했으니까. 하지만 대부분의 사람들은 어리석어서 그걸 깨닫기까지는 정말 오랜 시간이 필요할 거야. 알겠어? 눈앞에 있는 나의 꽃을 사랑하는 방법을 알기만 한다면 그 순간부터 더 이상 수천 송이의 장미꽃들은 지킬 필요가 없는 거야. 이 별 사람들은 자신의 정원만을 꾸미기 위해 장미꽃 수천 송이를 가꾸면서도 정작 자신이 원하는 것은 찾지 못하더라고.
But what of the other flowers that have already bloomed? What happens to them? Demian smiled at my question.
그건 당신이 내게 양을 그려줄 수 있을 때, 그때 스스로 찾게 될 답일 거야.
With that, Demian disappeared. I hear the faint cry of a distant lamb. And there we have it. Every world, Wuthering Heights, has been finished. So, hopefully, that was something that everyone enjoyed. We will eventually get to the other intervalos here. So that would be... Okay, so we will be doing like Third World Purchase, Time Killing Time, all this sort of stuff, Murder on the Warp. and the dream ending. That's about where I sort of like left off, I believe. So we will get to those eventually. Not for a little bit. Usually I sort of like do this when I don't have access to my desktop computer, so it'll be some time before we do that. But eventually we will do those. I know that people are going to be looking forward to this one because that one is Don Quixote's chapter. Yeah, they're not super plot heavy or anything like that. Although Murder on the Warp Express is kinda. That's a very good sort of like lead up to the dream ending at the very least. And very good like at leaving things on a cliffhanger for the audience. There's that at least. Time Healing Time did have some good like funny moments, but yeah, it's not the. Thank you. But yeah, there are more relevant cantos out there. Anyway, intervalos. But yes, we will be coming back to that later on. But as I said, later on probably means like more than a few months. I don't know how many months. Just months, okay? And I'm probably going to be like, I'll either be doing some Undertale like later this week, depending on how I'm feeling, or I'll be taking a break essentially until I get back home. So we'll see. All right. Now let's go and raid somebody, shall we? And I think let's go and raid. Yeah, I don't know what Rubinite is. Yeah, we can go and do that. Oh, right. Sorry. That's not how you spell it. There we go. All right. So we'll go and see. Go and check in on Wiki, and we'll go see what Rubinite is. That's not something I'm familiar with, so always interested in seeing new things. Thank you very much as always, and I hope to see you all next time. All right? See ya!